Smart Talks United.
Hello people, it's your boss man back again with another match reaction. Manchester United won, Chelsea won. Oh dear. Listen, we held on for dear life at the end, but nevertheless they made it very difficult for us. I was sweating, it was tense, but Manchester United got through. We got through courtesy of a goal from Jadon Sancho, scoring in back-to-back games for Manchester United. On a personal level for him, absolutely fantastic. But overall, it was backs against the wall. As we saw when the lineup first came out, it was a long half of football. And for me, it was just difficult to watch. It was very, very difficult to watch. As you can see from the pinned tweet, first and foremost, if you are new to the channel, I just want to say welcome to the channel. Appreciate any support that you guys are showing to me on the videos. All the likes on the videos, all the comments, and obviously all the interaction. I really do appreciate anything that you guys are doing. Please do share it on the socials. My Twitter is right there. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're very close to 1.3K, so I would appreciate any support getting towards that milestone. That would be massive for us. But anyways, first thing first, yes, boys from the United Way. We still got away with that one. Well, that was an interesting match for a neutral. A great point for us. Absolutely, definitely a great point. And as Diego said, interesting game for him. Obviously, he's a Crystal Palace fan. But yeah, listen, for me, first things first, I just want to talk about Michael Carrick. Of course, he's coming off the back of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer leaving his duty, leaving his job, or getting sacked, whatever you want to call it. He's got a result against Villarreal, and today he set us up very defensive. Matic, McTominay, and Fred in the middle of the park. For me, I was not happy with that. But nevertheless, he's done his job. He's got us 4 points from those games. We now have the opportunity to build on something this season and go into the Arsenal game, hoping that we get the 3 points and really go again. So for me, just want to say first and foremost, credit to Michael Carrick. Granted, very negative, very defensive, but he did what he had to do, and he steadied the ship and got us some points on the board that we desperately needed. But coming into the game itself, the first half was an absolute shambles of a performance. I was just counting down the time to get to halftime because for me, we did not put up any fight whatsoever. And they're just showing, I've got Sky Sports in the background, they're just showing the highlights. That Fred chance at the end of the game to win it, devastated about that. But that aside, we barely had a shot. I believe we had one shot in the first half. Bruno Fernandes shot and he went really far wide. And apart from that, we created no chances. It was all Chelsea, but we got to halftime 0-0. For me, I was really disappointed with the approach. The fact that we so negative, we could have quite easily caused some issues if we were a bit more adventurous, or to be a bit more brave in the final third. We definitely could have caused some problems. I don't think Chelsea were at their scintillating best. Granted, they probably should have won the game if you look at the actual chances. They had a lot of them. But for me, you just gotta look at it from our perspective and think about what we could have done further down the line. I think we could have definitely caused some problems. Bruno Fernandes for me and Wan-Bissaka, them two players in particular. Wan-Bissaka was the reason they equalised. Firstly, giving a penalty away, just shocking, man. He kicks Thiago Silva the back. I personally thought it was a very soft pen. For me, personally, went down really easy, but nevertheless, the pen was given and Jorginho redeemed himself. But just Wan-Bissaka, man, I know he defended well in large parts, but just going forward, offering absolutely nothing. And that was a major issue for me. Bruno Fernandes, absolutely shocking performance from him today. I mean, he went invisible. He went invisible, but the guy's not got any discipline in his position. He's running left, he's running right, he's running a DM, he's in centre back, he's in left back, passing the ball away. Got away with one when he tried to hit a crossfield ball. They intercepted it. Just shocking performance. And somehow he stays on the pitch. I mean, it's just shocking from Bruno. Really poor performance. And then he subbed on Donny van de Beek right at the end, and we almost won it. We could have won it at the end if obviously a couple of other people made better decisions, and that really would have been a snatch and grab if you've ever seen one. But Bruno, for me, has got to play better than that. Was nowhere near good enough. But speaking of the positive, McTominay actually got the man of the match which is what Sammy's put in the chat. Sky Sports giving man of the match. For me, it had to be Fred. Fred was my man of the match without a shadow of a doubt. Obviously, you could probably put Bay in there. I think Lindelof, after the first 20-minute spell, started to do a lot better, although I wouldn't give it to him. Bailly was definitely another defender really well throughout the entirety of the game. But for me, Fred was fantastic today. Fred was very, very good today. He did his job to an absolute T. Yes, he's got to do better with that chip and a couple of other decision-making, but overall, fantastic. He was everywhere, covered every blade of grass on the pitch, and I'm excited to see Fred under Rangnick and what Fred can bring to the team. I genuinely think he can improve massively, and obviously he's shown in the last couple of games with a more attack-minded approach. He's definitely got something to offer us. His ability to win the ball high up the pitch is going to be music to Rangnick's ears. That's exactly what Rangnick does, and Rangnick focuses on as a manager. So Fred is definitely going to be very good under Rangnick, as the comments are suggesting also. But in the terms of Jadon Sancho, just want to talk about Jadon Sancho first and foremost. Sancho's composure for that goal was top draw. I know people will say, it's 2v1. Firstly, to put pressure on Jorginho, he to force him into that mistake. Without that pressure from him and Rashford, of course, he brings that down. There's no issues. Yes, our only real chance come for a Chelsea mistake, but I couldn't give two shits. We just need to get a result today. I didn't care about how we got the result. It's about getting the result and getting us over the line, which we did to an extent. But Sancho puts pressure on Jorginho, runs him down, gets the ball off him, and he's through on goal with Marcus Rashford to his side. Mendy thinks he's going to pass, and then Rashford obviously probably thinks he's going to pass, but he keeps his composure to do the keeper, sit him down, and slot it into the far corner. And for me, Sancho, 2 goals this week, huge week for him, absolutely buzzing for him on a personal level. He needed that. He's not had a great start to Man United, but he's growing into the game. He's growing into the game. I thought the second half was a marked improvement. I'm not sure what happened at halftime, but yeah, it was a marked improvement. We definitely came out a lot better second half, pressing him further on the pitch, causing them problems. And in general, I was really happy with the second half performance. Not really got any complaints with that second half performance. I suppose my only real complaint would be the fact that Garrett really dropped the ball. I've been told that Sancho came off because he got a knock, which is fair enough. But the Rashford substitution for me was a complete mistake. We needed pace on the break. The fact that Bruno Fernandes didn't come off until the 88th minute for me is absolutely mind-boggling. He should have came off ages ago. But yeah, it didn't happen, and we could have won the game. We have to be more brave. Under the new manager, that is definitely going to be a change, a positive change. We're going to start taking more risks. So I'm really happy with that. Overall, happy days, brilliant result away from home. I'm going to get some of you guys' comments in just quickly. Case there is some way, same way Mourinho gave McTominay manager's place. Yeah, big facts. That was obviously because Sky gave him man of the match. Fred was good today. I mean, Scott wasn't terrible, but not the best player. I mean, Scott had a good game. Fred and Matic were very good, absolutely. Fred, I'm Matic particularly using this videos. I'm not from the UK, so I wasn't watching the Sky feed, fair enough. Make sure if you are watching this on repeat, please do slap a like on the video. And of course, as I've mentioned earlier, subscribe to the channel. Diego said, for me, Sancho, man of the match, fair enough. My man of the match was also Sancho. David De Gea, we were conceding a lot of goals and a lot of chances, playing very poor, but now we are defending well and fighting for every ball. That is a minimum. I'm proud of the team. Listen, David De Gea, the way he spoke on the post-match, I did watch that this time, spoke so well, and I loved his mentality. He said he's not like buzzing with the draw. We need to always be playing for a win. So I love that he said that as well. And overall, the defense, you know, every single player fought for every single ball. There was a lot of mistakes in there. I'm not going to deny that. But overall, definitely a marked improvement since Ali has left. So happy days regarding that. Usman dropping a like, mate. Jose, masterclass. Listen, Carrick masterclass. You love to see it. Fair play to Carrick. He's left us with 4 points out of possible 2 games scored. I've got absolutely no qualms whatsoever regarding that. So happy days regarding that. But listen, I'm going to wrap it there because I need to eat, to be honest, and I want to just do a couple of things. But listen, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has supported the channel. If you're still tuning in and you watch to the end of the video, just want to say a massive thank you. Please continue to support us. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Follow my socials, which are down below. We are starting to do more spaces now to try and be more interactive with the community and get you guys more involved with what we do. So please follow us on Twitter. And basically tomorrow back 9 o'clock with the Rather Fan podcast. Myself, Kale, Kojo. We have got Chelsea fan as well. And hopefully Lawless and Kish will be there. So make sure you tune in for that. We'll be back for that tomorrow. But apart from that, it's been your boys, man. Manchester United won, Chelsea won. Overall, to conclude, good result away from home. Definitely a lot to improve on, but nevertheless, we'll take that. Carrick, thank you. Wish you well. And hopefully you continue to improve as a coach, because so far, you've done your job. You've done your job, my guy. Rangnick could be announced tomorrow. Hopefully, Kyo. We will be back tomorrow. If there's any announcements or anything along those lines during the day, etc. So, of course, please hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss a bit. It's been